Welcome to Got Next Gaming. Way here with some Epic Car Factory new game that I found on Steam. It's in pre-release. I pre-ordered it. It's available on April 10th, but there is a pre-release beta that you can get when you pre-order the game. If I said that correctly, in Steam, it's on sale right now. As it stands before the actual release on April 10th. But let's jump in on here and take a look at this game. It is a kind of a car factory simulation type of game. We're going to go easy here so we don't get ourselves killed. I have played it a little bit, gave it a try. We're going to jump in here now and see what it's all about. And I will just kind of describe things and discuss things as we go along here. Hi there, boss. I can tell that I can call you that, right? Well, you are the one who bought this factory after all. I'm the secretary and I'll help you with anything you need. All right, just let me organize my stuff and I'll get back to you in a minute. You can take a quick look around the factory in the meantime. That's our secretary. So, yeah, this got our couple of workers over here. These guys belong to us. I can sit on a chair all day. All right, I'm ready. I've also prepared a nice set of notes about things that may be of interest to you. You can always find them in Menu System Manual. All right, so having bought a car factory, I'm sure you know what to do with it, right? Well, I'll just say that anyway. Develop and sell cars. You already have 2 workers who would be happy to do anything for you or, for the salary. Oh, I hope we would be the best company along with our competitors. So cars, open menu, production, develop, and let's build our first car. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and build our first car. We're going to menu. We're going to kind of jump into this right away and do it. We're going to develop. Here's a place to set up your development for a new car. You'll have to choose what kinds of parts you want to assemble it from, as well as the development of pricing strategies. When you're ready, the workers will start assembling the car's prototype. Every car has 4 different stats: mileage, looks, comfort, speed. You can also see its class and level in a list, as well as cost for manufacturing a car, and we can get it better by researching parts with more time. A car is assembled from 4 parts: chassis, engine, tire, and body. We should go over and pick a part for each category. Generally, I want to use the best parts that might be expensive, but also keep in mind that it's also good to combine parts of equal or similar classes. So yeah, you have to pick a chassis. We only have 1 available right now, so we're obviously going for wood, and it's not very good. Class F, tuning F, and cost 50. A V1 engine, which is class F, tuning F, cost 50. And the pneumatic tires, the P pneumatic tires, class tuning F50K for tires. And then the Mercedes S body, again, 50K. And you'll have to pick the development strategy of the car in this step. You could choose to focus on a particular stat or concentrate instead on research, which will reward you with more research points. So we have 10 research points now. I started us off getting plus 50% for the research, so this way we can kind of get this up when there are things available to research. We'll want those points, so it'll be kind of handy to begin with. And you'll have to pick a pricing strategy too. You can always develop a cheap car and aim for more sales, or try your luck with a more expensive one. This also affects development time, so choose wisely. So we're going to go with the medium price one. You have low price, which takes less to develop. 150% of sales. This is 100% sales, and this is 50% sales. We take quite a hit on this here at 50%. So with having to use 8 more weeks of development time, I don't want to do that. I want to kind of get sales going and go for volume here. We're going to give that a try and see how that works out for us. There's a summary of our car. The chassis, engine, tires, blah, 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 down to 32 weeks development time. So we're going to be well into the year by the time we're actually able to release our first car here. So let's go take a look and see. We'll zoom in a little bit. We see our 2 guys. You have to pick who does what. So to take a look quickly here for boost of the chassis, we're going to go with Blindside here. Yeah, he's the better guy for this particular part. So he's working on the comfort part of it. I'm done, I guess. And they're going to continue to work on that a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and speed that up 4 times. Whoa, I'm hammered. I'm a fire starter. So some of the comments that they drop here while they're working are quite funny. So it's a good idea to keep an eye on those. Ants attack West Coast. East Coast, it stopped. Oh, we have to boost the engine. So it's going to be this guy here, I believe, who does that. Yep. So Lee Ironhand does that. So it was a good choice. Phew, I'm done. East Coast is amused by the giant ants attacking the West Coast. I wonder how giant they are, actually. Today, car fuel. Tomorrow, rocket fuel. Yeah. And they're busting away at this with that attitude. We'll never be billionaires. All right, then. They're having a little conversation between the two, and he's still at that about the billionaire stuff. See you around. He's gone. He disappears. This guy's still working. No, he's going to move along with it. Now it's time for the tires. I forget which portion of this is the tires. I think it goes to mileage, if I'm not mistaken. So we want. They're both the same. Oh no, we got to use Lee Ironhand. I guess they get tired at some point. They don't want to work anymore. That other dude disappeared. What about a car that doesn't need roads? Back to the Future kind of stuff? I missed a comment that was down below. Hope you guys saw that. I'll probably go find it in editing. Smelt my finger. I have an idea. Yeah. I love the noises that these guys make. Some of the sounds are absolutely unbelievable. Inflating. Let's slow this down a little bit here. Yeah, we gotta do body, so I think it's gonna be, Blindside here. Adam JJ Blindside is going to be doing the body for us. Boom, go. Painting more. Yep, dropping some good stuff in there. It's pretty good performance-wise. 175, I like the way that looks. This is boring, let's pour some paint all over. Oh, really, dude? Really? Alright, let's finally fill all those holes. Yeah, that's fantastic. I'll probably do a better job if I cut my ear off. Okay, Van Gogh. Well, there is no roof on this particular model, so you could leave the roof off. That would be okay. 100% complete. It's done. He's still banging out a few little things here and there. After all, I made it. Like a fire truck, red is the color of the season. And there goes our car driving out of the factory. He's going to crash into that dude. Oh, he just missed him. Just missed him. That was close. We developed our first car. Now it will enter mass production, but don't worry. You don't really need to do anything. We're outsourcing that. You must be really proud or not. Well, you can see whether there's anything to be proud of here by checking out its score as well as some random car critics' review of it. We start seeing the money come in our way now. Of course, the car score matters for the sales as well as many other things, which I'm sure you'll find out soon. What to do now? Well, you can build another car, but without research, better parts, or tuning the current ones, we can't hope for different results. So maybe try doing that. Both researching and tuning require research points, which we should have gained some of while developing a car. You can always see the current RP in the top bar. Yeah, so this car is like God speaking to us through motors. It's a song spun on a rainbow and made whole. I like it. This is absolutely phenomenal. My first car that I did in my trial game was like a 39. This is a 103. This car is really, really good. It's actually in the light green, not the dark green, but in the light green already. This should sell a lot of a model. 7 sales, 6 weekly sales, 14K. Wow. This is absolutely, well, I was doing like 2 and 3. This is 7 and 6. That is pretty good. No fans. We have 25 research points. Relax is so much better than working. Of course it is. Who doesn't want to relax all the time? I want to relax all the time. So what I'm doing right now, I'm relaxing. Production, can we do any research? I don't think we can do research this early on. I'll notify you in a case again. We can see why. Yeah, so, there's nothing to research just yet. Worker size has been paid $289K. Oh, gosh. These guys make a lot of money for the 1900s. Munch. 6 more sales. We're at 677. Last year's reports are available to see. You can see those by going over to your messages over here. We can see yearly reports. We can see how we did in conjunction to everybody else ranked by profit sale numbers. You can also see how many places you've gone up or down. I guess we can't expect to be among the top at the beginning, but who knows? We're probably not at the top at the beginning. Yeah, we've done 55 sales so far. And past 160. And we're still down below here on the profits as well. I mean, I don't know how I would have done better. Maybe if I went for 150% instead, I would have been like higher in sales potentially. But I don't know if I would have even like if I did 50% more sales, it would be like another 25 models, right? 20 models. So it still would have been lower than the Schwartz cart or whatever it is. But I mean, that's where we kind of sit, and we're hopefully we can get up here someday. But yeah, right now we're down here at the bottom. making half of what the next best guy did. So that's fine. We're going to continue on here and continue to see what we can do. As far as development goes, is there anything that we can go buy a model? No. Well, the Dolce Dois SG for 5K is available. We could buy that and make another car. Although I don't know how that's going to benefit us right now. Yeah. Let's hold off for a moment here. Let's speed things up a little. We got tons of money. Maybe we should advertise. You can advertise here too. So there's production, there's staff, there's action. So advertise. You can do market research, which is extremely expensive. We cannot sell our cars without good marketing. I guess I'm not expert. You're the boss. Ad campaign. They get kind of costly. This is kind of costly to me to just tell a bunch of friends, but it might benefit us. And then the flyer ad, 180K for 15 weeks gives you double the time. Well, not double the time, but 50% more time there for 80K more. I think we're going to go with that for 180. We have 768K, so yeah, it's got advertising. Good. As for rolling, going to sell so many more cars, I hope. So let's see what the advertising does for us. Have you seen last night's match? It was a ball. We're up to 7 sales per week, 16K. The yearly car awards are coming. If you want to participate, you have to choose the cars for the category. Keep in mind. Yep, let's do that right now. You guys can read this if you want to pause and go ahead and read it. It can be in any way. I'll have to just entry fee. Just pick it up with the list and I'll explain what to do. So you have to choose your car. Pick a car for the selected category. List will show you only the most recent cars that are allowed to compete. So you can't put anything that's like too old, basically, into these awards. So yeah, you have to select your model. The Mercedes here is a 104 score. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do every category only because of how highly rated the car was at a 104. Like I said, best car I've ever done. In playing this game, I made 2 cars in my run through my trial just to get a handle on the controls, and I was able to win an award with a 39 car, and then I made a 34, which is worse than the first one. But this one here is a 104, so we're gonna spend the 125 because we have the money. We're doing the sale 7 per week. What's in this sandwich anyway? All right, let's speed things up a little bit here. Sales are rolling. There's a rat tail in a sandwich. It's just unfortunate. The award show is finished. Let's see how we did. First in luxury, third in best in design. Wait a second. If I died tomorrow, I'd want to be buried in this car. I lick it sometimes like a candy bar. It doesn't taste good, but I don't care. Okay. Honorable mention in performance. Not the best performing car of this year, but it's definitely outperforms my bike. And then car of the year, first place to drive this car is to drink of vehicular mana of the gods. It is emboldening and frightening in how spectacular it is. First place, I know what I want to drive next year. So we got 3 out of the 4 awards, and third place on the design. Not too shabby. 47 new fans. That's the most new fans I've gotten in any single run. Like I said, I've done played a little bit of this, about a half an hour or so, and I already am exceeding expectations from that game based upon that game. Look at all the awards we got. Seems like that makes our company more and more popular among people. We got 47 new fans. Fantastic. So sales are rocketing here. 7 per week. I like that. Blah, blah. And he said, yeah, last night's match is still a ball. We know. What in Lord's name is that dude doing? Hey, boss. We've been peppered the city with flyers for our company. It wasn't good for the environment, but it sure did help our sales some, though a lot of them ended up in the trash. Is that always the case? So it helped sales for a little bit. Now we're back down to 6 per, and now down to 5. Okay. So sales are dropping. It's going to be time for a new car soon. We need to get a new, I want a new model. I don't want to pick up the Dolce Dois, though. Dolce Dois SG. I was hoping that we'd get a new model by now. Production, develop. Yeah, I don't want to develop the same exact car. Maybe we just go buy. Can we research anything yet? No research available. And can we tune? Maybe we could tune something. Here you can see all the parts you own and can choose to increase their levels so that'll give you some more stats to the cars you build with them. Tuning requires research points, so be careful how you spend them. 15 research points to help the tires, to help the frame or the engine. 4 weeks. These take 2 weeks. The Forte T. We can work on that chassis, basically. Is that a chassis, right? Or is that the body? Hardbred CV. Face the world without any protection. A car for a real man. A car built from the black hearts of an evil car company, moguls. Okay. 2 weeks to do that. Uses 14 points. We can work on our chassis. Make that a little bit better. I think what we're going to do here is, as I try to figure this out, I'm not sure. These are definitely bodies. I didn't know these were available to me. I mean, okay, let's do this one. So they're gonna work on that. There comes the body. Oh, that's an interesting looking body. Hey, they're done with it. That's pretty good. So we're down to 5 sales per week. That's kind of leveled out there. 11K. We'll take that. We're up to 816 inches. We're almost back to the money we started with, which is pretty darn good, if you ask me. Let's go into production. Let's develop a new car. Let's go for the wood chassis. No, actually, let's go back into tune again. Can we tune anything else? No, we don't have enough points for any of that, except for the wood frame. Let's work on the wood frame. Let's use the rest of our research points so we can develop a car. Something different than what we did because it's already coming to the end of the year. I mean, we're still making money. Sales are still at 5 per week. Maybe a smaller car that fits in everywhere. So the wood chassis has been worked on. There we go. Looking pretty good. So let's develop. Now we can develop. We have a better chassis. 60K to develop that. The V1 engine with just the single V. Tires. And now we have these other bodies too. We did work on the hardbred CV, so we might as well do that for 60K. And we're going to go get some more research points because now we're out of research points altogether. So let's do that. And then we're going to go medium again for 100% sales. I kind of have a good feeling about that. We're just going to have to pay attention to what we're doing here. So 32 weeks, 220 development cost, and 4K in production costs. It costs more to develop than it does to produce. We get it. Details. So, chassis guy is going to be, it's blindside, right? Yeah, blindside. You're going to work on that. Doing some changes. He's working on the chassis. Our new wood chassis. Few, I'm done. Okay. Let's take a look at these guys again. Next is the engine, so it's going to be this guy here. We can train these guys too. You can't train them right now because they're working, but there's training available, so we may want to consider doing training at some point as well for these dudes. That might help us out a lot. As far as that goes, road signs hard to read. Government shows little signs of caring. Workers paid 295K. Lever let die. There comes the engine. Let's get Mr. Lee Ironhand on it. I want to call him Ironside. I don't know why. I probably read that somewhere along the way. I can't remember where, though. So, yeah, we're going to go with Ironhand. He's going to be doing the work on that. As he drops himself in at 54 on this. It's not too good for the comfort. I got to be honest. Last year's reports are available. Let's take a look at those reports, actually. All right, we're up from 21st to 18th. 279 sales. Doing pretty good there. We're up 2 spots. And let's take a look at our profits. Our profits were up 5 places. We went from 21st to 15th overall. That is huge, folks. I mean, 5 places. We're making 610K in profits. I'm very happy with the way. Why is no one bringing me coffee? Because you didn't ask for it. I need some rest of you later. He's taking off. Yeah, so there's something to these guys. They have to rest every once in a while. Is he going to disappear too? I mean, he did. Now he came back. I'm not... See, we need him to be in there because he gives us these numbers. So this here is going to be the tires. I think it's going to be this guy here. Lee Ironhand. Yeah, we need this dude, right? No, Ironhand. Yeah, he's the guy we want for that. Perfect. Phew, I'm done. So they're going to continue working on that. Red is voted the fastest color. Of course it is. New contract available. Yeah, we know about that. We want to do our 1, 2, 1, 2, hup, hup, hup. We want to get this new model out before we go for the awards, but we want to see what it turns out to be. I don't think this is going to be a great car, I gotta be honest with you, folks. This one is not shaping up to be that great. I mean, the comfort of this thing is terrible. Speed is so-so, and mileage so-so as well. Now we're going to do the body. It's going to be this guy here. He's the body man. Adam JJ Blindside. I am not thrilled about this car so far. We're going to have to do some training here, I feel. 121. 31 fuel. I'm done. Times 4. So they're going to continue working on that car. We're going to get close here to what we're doing here. Everyone loves cars. Of course they do. 81% progress. We're still selling 4 a week. We were at 5. Now we're down to 4. Boss, we're offered a chance to participate in the race 100 nights, a long distance race that travels over multiple continents, testing both car mileage. Yes, we should do that. We're selecting a car. Simply confirm and I'll show you the options. Improve. Yes, we can do that. 104 is a score. This thing had pretty good mileage, so we're going to do that. And then we can do some performance upgrades, and it doesn't use our workers, so that's pretty good. We're going to go spend the 54K. We have the money. We want to win this race so we get those fans. I think this is very important that we have the fans, right? So 54K, all right. I sent the car to the race location, where it will be tuned as you wish. Well, the race will be in a few weeks. I sure hope we win it. I hope we do win it. All right. Yeah, okay. So you're getting close to finishing this up. 93%. He's gone again. We took 7th place. I guess that was a failed experiment. I thought we had the car for it. I gotta be honest with you. 84 with 20% more. I don't know. We had the best performing car as far as the awards went. What do you mean it looks like a fire truck? Red is the color of the season. Alright, these guys are going to wrap up this car. And then I'm going to wrap up this video. We're down to 3 sales per week. We got to get this car out. We got to hope that it does well. I have a very bad feeling about this, though. 44. Ugh, this car is so bad. It makes me wish I could travel back in time and never driven it. Oh, that's awful. That hurts. That hurt my feelings. We went from a 104 to a 54. So we're back up to 6 sales per week, though, and we're still at 47. We have 43 research points, so we'll take that. Do we want to put this? Oh, that expired. We can't even do that anymore. All right, so we took too long to get that going. But we needed a new car. They want to put the same car back into the thing, and this really wasn't a car to kind of put into the awards anyway. Merchant came again. He wants to offer you to buy items again. What do you want to take a look at his offers? Let's take a look at what he has to say here. Mileage not. We want to maybe work on comfort. Comfort knowledge by 10%. We might want to do that. Fast defects fix elixir. No rest elixir. Allows them to work without needing to rest. 100%. Less defects. Chance of making defects by 50%. I mean, for the amount of money, we might as well do this and get less defects, right? So we'll do that, I guess, and we'll try to figure out how to use that later on. But I think with that, folks, we're going to kind of wrap this up. We're at 6 sales per week, 13K. We got some decent money, 614K. We were almost close to where we were before. We got 2 cars that are in there. Do we want to advertise again? 180K. Hey, boss, just started advertising. Advertisement. You can try tricking people into buying our cars. Yep. So let's do that. See if that helps our sales a little bit as we go along. It pushes it up to 8. We'll take that. That'll be a successful campaign for us. And we will take a look at the contract that's available in case you don't have any money. Develop a new car. You can always do a contract. Body revision. They want it to be an 80. Tires an 80. I don't know if we can do that, to be honest with you. They want an 80 tire. We're going to pass up with the contract for now. But, yep, I think that's a good place to kind of put a break in this here and say, yeah, we're in good shape. I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking this out. Leave your comments below. Leave a like for the video. If you're new, please subscribe to see more videos like this one. I will see you around the channel.